Here's a little lesson on an intro that was done on Vince Gill and Paul Franklin's Bakersfield recording. It's the song Nobody's Fool But Yours. So it's in the key of A. Okay, so it's going to start off at the 12th fret, and you do a pickup note. So you just play your 8th string, and I'm going to describe the fingering too, how I'm playing this. So you play the 8th string and then choke it. So you can block that with either the pick itself or put the palm down. I usually put my palm down to give it that a little extra block. And then you play that string again, the 8th string, with the thumb, so the thumb twice. And then have your B pedal down, which raises your 6th string a half a tone. So I play that with my index finger, my first finger, so. And then you go back and hit the 8th string again, so it's. And then I'm blocking that string with my thumb. Sorry, yeah, and the way I block that that 6th string is I put the pick, the first finger right back into it, the finger pick, the index finger. So I go block, and then pick the 8th string with the thumb, block it, block, and then you can play your 5th string with the middle finger. So it's. Block that with the middle finger. Or actually, what Paul Franklin talks about is fingertip blocking. So I do a similar technique. So when I play notes when I block notes played by the middle finger, I put my my ring finger right back in to that string. So you can probably see it. So I'm not actually, I mean, I'm blocking with the pick too, but the ring finger, the tip of the ring finger is blocking that 5th string in this case. Right there. And then I'm playing the 8th string again with the thumb. So this is a very pivotal lick. I'm pivoting off of the 8th string. So that's the fingering I'm using for that. And then I had my B pedal down, I pressed the A pedal down, so I have A and B down, and then I'm going to play strings 5 and 6 at the 12th fret. And the way I do that is I've got my middle finger in the 5th string, and my index finger in the 6th string. So it's like that. Now, this is a quick move. I need to get down to the 5th fret. At the same time, I'm releasing the A and B pedals. And I'm also, Paul Franklin talks about this too, about when you pick block, that you need to play in groups of 3. So you've got a thumb pick and 2 finger picks. So 3 digits with picks on. And that is very important and crucial when pick blocking. So after I play this, I automatically move. I'm moving before I had my fingers in strings. The finger picks were in 5 and 6. My thumb was on 8. So after I play 5 and 6, I'm moving everything forward. So I'm moving my thumb to the 6th string, my index finger's in the 5th now, and my middle finger's on the 4th. So before I slide down even. So like that, I'm sliding the bar down, I'm blocking, I'm releasing the pedals so that I can play the 6th string open down at the 5th fret with no pedals with the thumb. That's what you want, and that's a very quick move to get down to. That's what you want, because after that, after you play that 6th string with the thumb, you're going to play strings 4 and 5 with the finger picks. So it's, and as they sustain, you're going to press the C pedal, or B and C, like that. So, I'm sorry, let me play that again, sorry. And then block that, release the pedals, and again, I'm moving my right hand forward again. So I had the picks and strings 6, 5, and 4. Now after I play that, block, release the pedals. Now I've got my thumb pick on the 5th string. I've got my finger picks in strings 3 and 4. So, and then I'm going to play strings 3 and 4 with the 2 finger picks. So it's, and then you play the 5th string with the thumb, block strings 3 and 4, and then play the 5th string with the thumb, no pedals at the 5th fret still. So, and then you're going to block that 5th string with the thumb, and then play strings 3 and 4 again with the finger picks. And then after you play 3 and 4 again, squeeze in the B pedal, just B, and then release it. So that's how you get that little lift. That's kind of a quick trill. That's what you're looking for there. So, right there. Now that's all over the key of A. Now it goes to the 5 chord, the E chord after that. So now you go up to your 7th fret, play strings 4 and 5, squeeze in A and B, block that, release A and B, or just A. You can squeeze in just A if you want. Block it, release A, and then play those same strings again, 4 and 5, and then squeeze in A or A and B again. So you do that twice. So like that, and then at the 7th fret, A and B are down. Sorry, you're going to play strings 5 and 6. Slide them down to the 5th fret. Release just the A pedal. Keep B down. So it's, and then have your 4th string lowered a half a tone with the lever. So and as let those strings sustain, strings 5 and 6. So it's, and then reach up and hit your 4th string lowered with the lever at the same, after those sustain. Release the knee lever, keep B down still. So it's, and then release the B pedal while all 3 strings sustain. So it's, and then for that little ending thing, he's you place have your have your B and C pedals down at the 5th fret still. Play strings 3 and 4. Release the pedals. So it's, and then you're gonna, this is what a little different. He's letting as much of the sustain as possible. So I'm playing strings 3 and 4, releasing B and C, pressing B and C down. So you have to time this. And you can probably hear that 3rd string. You can, I didn't mute it. You can still hear that 3rd string. I'm sustaining it. So it's, that's B and C, release B and C. So it's, now I'm playing strings 4 and 5 when I do that. So 3 and 4, and then B and C, I'm playing strings 4 and 5. Release the pedals, B B, and C. So, but you can still hear that third string. So it's, and then press B and C again and play strings 5 and 6, and still let those other two strings ring, strings 3 and 4. So it's, and then release B and C. So that it's very rhythmic, this last part. And then you're going to press the pedals back down, B and C, as it sustains, and let all those other strings ring. And then release them again, the pedals, while they sustain. So that's the whole little riff there. So let me try and play this whole intro through slow and in time so you could hear exactly the phrasing. And sorry, as far as the fingering, I didn't describe the fingering for that last part, that last section. So let me, I'm trying to think where I left off there for the fingering. Yeah, so when we go to the 5 chord, I'm actually using the finger picks to play strings 4 and 5, right there. And then when I play strings 5 and 6, I'm using my index finger on 5, my thumb on 6, and then I'm hitting my 4th string with the middle finger. So it's, and then when I do this part, I'm using the finger picks on strings 3 and 4, and then I'm using the index finger and the thumb on strings 4 and 5, and then same thing on strings 5 and 6, I'm using the index finger and the thumb. So I hope I talked about all the fingering there, the different fingers that I used in picks for those moves. So let me try and play this through slow.